Hello world, it's Curtis Potter with Boundless Inspiration. I don't have a watch on, but if I did, I would show you the time. It's 1:57 in the morning. As you can see, there's no one in sight. And I just wanted to talk to you about how success in anything takes sacrifice. So a couple of things. Today, I guess technically it's tomorrow, but yesterday, still today, because I haven't went to sleep, is my birthday. 9/18/25, it's my birthday. 39 years old, fit, eat healthy, I run. I think I ran like 6 miles today while working. It's a sacrifice. I used to always say, I'm not working on my birthday. Right? I never did for years. Today, I'm pushing 20 hours at this point. And it's because I'm so close to my goals. What am I doing? I bought a semi and trailer, paid it off in 1 year, worked my butt off, paid it off in a year, so I'm not in debt to this thing. And I'm out here on my birthday at 2 o'clock in the morning, Brazil, Indiana. I have an hour drive home. Then I'm taking, and I got to get my truck worked on actually. So I'm dropping it off. So I'm going to my yard, picking up my Silverado, putting it back on this thing, then going to drop it off at the mechanic shop so they can start on it first thing in the morning. And then I'm driving from there to my place in Bloomington, Indiana. I've still got like 2.5 hours ahead of me before I even hit the house to take a shower, to lay down my head and get some rest. So it's going to be 3 hours from now before my head hits the pillow. It's going to be 5 a.m. What does that mean? Another 24 hours straight before I even close my eyes. And the reason why I tell you this is because it takes sacrifice for anything successful. If you want that fit body, you have to go to the gym. You have to eat right. If you want that great relationship, it takes sacrifice. It takes maybe going to marriage counseling. It may take you admitting where you're messing up, and then putting in the actions to not do it no more. If you've got anger issues, it might take reading books about anger. If you've got lust issues, it might take reading books about lust. Communication. If you want a big bank account, it may take reading books about investing or self-control on not spending. I've been talking to this beautiful young lady, and I was going through all the things that I'm looking for in a woman. And she said, I haven't even thought about that type of stuff. And I said, well, to be honest, I am so intentional with my life now, and life is the best teacher. So I'm over having failed relationships, and I'm over spending tons of time, because time's one thing you cannot buy more of. It's the most precious resource we have. And when our time's up, there's no turning back. I said, so I am very intentional about asking 1,000 questions before I even entertain going on a date with a woman. And if you don't know where you're going, any direction will get you there. And how are you ever going to find your destination if you don't even know where you want to go? I said, so there's a list of non-negotiables. And I'm sorry, not sorry, but if you don't hit these check marks, there's no need for us to even go on a first date. It's just a waste of time. It's just going to end up in a failed relationship, especially if it's a non-negotiable. There's things where I am willing to budge, and you know what? Like, you be you. I don't want to change you. But there's certain things that if you and I don't align, it don't make sense on both sides. I am willing to sacrifice on some things, but there is some that I won't. So I just ask you, what is it that you really truly want and desire in your life? What is it? Do you say that you want a fit body? But if you're not willing to go to the gym, if you're not willing to go for a jog, if you're not willing to put down those Oreos, do you really want it? I heard this saying that said, for you to desire something, you also have to desire what it takes to have it. Do you think I desire being in a semi? No, I come from a sales background. And I've made a lot of money doing sales. It was easy. All I had to do was talk. I actually was doing insurance sales when I had the opportunity to partner with my partner and buy this semi. And I said, well, I could stay in sales, which I just get to dress up every day and talk to people. But I said, I'll sacrifice and do this, which is a vehicle to get me where I want to go, which is taking the elevator instead of the stairs. I could still reach my goals doing insurance sales in this amount of time. They said with the projection of what most people do, and if you consider yourself above average, this is the likelihood of you hitting $250,000 a year. The average person, it takes 5 to 7 years. I'm doing over that in the first year of owning this semi. Yeah, I dumped $70,000 right into it to pay it off in a year, so it didn't quite match up. But now I don't have a payment on this semi. That was a sacrifice of me paying $5,200 a month paying on this thing. That was a sacrifice, but now it's paid off and I'm into the higher profit, right? It's all about sacrifice. And again, if you don't even know where you're going, any route will get you there. And I just made a post and it said most people spend more time planning vacations, guy trips, girl trips, their fantasy football team, the landscaping in their yard. They plan more time on how to get home in their schedule to watch NFL games, basketball games, soap operas. I want to watch The Bachelor. I want to meet up with the girls and have wine, the bros and have a brewski and play pool. That's all the stuff that I used to devote my time and energy to. And see, even that's a sacrifice because I was sacrificing on my dream life. I was sacrificing my dream life to be popular, to hang out, make memories with people that I don't even associate with anymore. I was sacrificing my dreams and goals for a good time. One day, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I broke my ankle. On Monday, I sprained my ankle. On Thursday, I broke my other ankle. I couldn't even do nothing. DoorDash wasn't out then, but I was eating fast food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Gained a bunch of weight. I was sitting there playing Call of Duty. I was getting unemployment, playing Call of Duty all day, every day, because I couldn't even walk. It was misery just to get into my kitchen and go around. 2 jacked up ankles. All of a sudden, this thing popped up on my screen, and it said, you have averaged 40.5 hours of playtime this week. Call of Duty, you're killing it, man. And I'm like, what? I have spent a whole work week playing Call of Duty that's going to get me nothing in life. I was so pissed. Instantly listed my PlayStation, whatever it was at the time. 3, 4, 5, I don't know, probably 3 or 4. Listed it for sale on Craigslist for way lower than it was worth. All the games, everything said, come get this now. The first person that comes get this, they're taking it. I'm done wasting my life. There was someone that was there in like 42 minutes. Bam, gave me the cash. I looked around. I was like, what can I invest this cash into? I just got released from my broken ankle. I said, you know what? I want to invest it into my house that I owned, the landscaping. I called the landscaping company right there, said, how much river rock can I get with this $475? They said, we'll bring you a whole truckload. It'll be there tomorrow. Perfect. I invested that money into my landscaping instead of wasting life. A whole dump truck came and dumped a whole dump truck load in my driveway. That's all right. I'm investing it. Bam, invested it. Put it into my yard. Now my house looked better. I invested that. I haven't had, right that same week, I canceled my cable. I was going month to month. My contract was over. Bam, come and get these things. That was an investment and a sacrifice, because that was the things that at the time I thought I needed, right? That's what everybody has. I'm able to go into work and talk about, oh yeah, you watched this TV show. Yeah, I saw that. Hey, did you watch this basketball game? Yeah, I saw what LeBron did. Hey, did you watch this NFL game? Yeah, I watched what Andrew Luck did. I knew more about their stats, the celebrities, professional athletes. I knew more about their stats than I even did my own. I spent more time watching that than even planning out my life. What did I really want with my life? I was just letting life come at me versus planning my own life. How much time are you spending building your fantasy football team and being there and doing all this crap that ain't even gonna matter? And at the end of your life, are you gonna die with regret? Like, man, I had these dreams, these goals, these ideas. How many years are you gonna spend in a relationship that you freaking hate and you're in misery and you just wanna are you like living where you don't even sleep in the same bedroom as your spouse? Like, do you resent your spouse? I was talking to this young lady and she said, you know what? I also can't even tell you what I'm really looking for in a partner, because I've been spending more time just becoming the best version of myself. She said, I'm spending more time becoming the woman that I would want to date. And I said, I love that, because I've been doing the same. Self-reflecting, taking ownership, becoming the best version of myself so I can attract the best version of someone else, so that when I attract the best version of a woman, I won't lose her. She won't leave me, because she's going to be like, dang, this man is amazing. And this is a man that I would want to spend the rest of my life with. This is a man that I could see being the leader of our family, that I would want to follow, that I would want to submit to, like it says in the Bible, because this is the man of my dreams. And I attracted the woman of my dreams. That is a sacrifice that I'm putting in every single day, and that I have to keep putting in that sacrifice, that ownership, to keep her. So I just ask you again, is your relationship exactly what you want it to be? And what kind of sacrifice is it going to take in order to get there? What are you going to have to do? Because you can't change nobody else. But if you start taking ownership of your life and continue taking ownership daily, that daily analysis of, man, am I being lazy? Am I making excuses? Am I the person that a spouse could look at and say, man, I want to spend the rest of my life with that person? Your friendships, do they look at you and be like, man, I never want to my buddy said that to me. He said, Curtis, man, I never want to let you go as a friend. You are one of the best human beings I've ever met in my life. You are way better of a friend than I am. And he said, man, Curtis, I have to admit to you, I have been being a shitty friend. You are an amazing friend. Man, let's get together. I want to see you sometime soon, man. And I'm sorry, Curtis. was like, man, it's all right, dude. I know he's running a multi-million-dollar a year business. I said, I understand, man. And I don't want to lose you either, dude. You're a great friend. And yeah, you have been like not returning my calls and texts here lately. But I understand, man. And I just appreciate the fact that you're owning it and you're willing to put in the action to change it. And I don't want to lose you either, man. Are you being an amazing friend, an amazing spouse? When you look in the mirror, are you proud of the person you are? When you get to the end of your life, are you gonna end in regret? What do you need to sacrifice? Do you need to sacrifice Starbucks? Do you gotta put in some late night? I just turned 39 today. What's your excuse? You see those people that don't have limbs. I know people that don't have parents. They lost their parents young, handicapped. You feel like you're starting from behind, but those things had to happen in order for you to have the wisdom and the lessons. Like God's actually setting you up. It feels like you're getting disciplined, but in all reality, you're getting set up for success. It's an apprenticeship. And what's crazy is one of my favorite speakers is David Goggins. He's from Brazil, Indiana, and he's the one that actually says that. God wasn't punishing you. He was setting you up. He was giving you the alley-oop. You just didn't realize it. He was setting you up to become a beast, so you could have the strength and the shoulders and the wisdom to live the rest of your life as the best of your life. Like E.T. says, Eric Thomas, look him up. Watch these people. What was I listening to in there? On my way here, I'm listening to motivational speakers pushing me, guiding me, reminding me of who I am and the path that I'm on. Because even listening to music, that doesn't do anything for my future. That is a sacrifice. Yeah, I used to love listen to some music, and I still do. But reading those books on the daily, that's the sacrifice that's getting me closer to my goals. So just so you all know, at 2 a.m. and I'm about to put in 3 more hours, a 24-hour straight, this was no overnight success. You talk to my business partner and he'll tell you how many 100-hour work weeks I've worked. 441 hours in the 4 weeks leading up to Labor Day. Working on my birthday, putting in 24 hours straight. Those are the sacrifices it takes. And I bet you right now, if you ask yourself, what do I want? Bam, you're going to know the sacrifices that you need to do in order to achieve what you want to have. I love you all. I hope this helped. If it did, like, share, comment, tag someone in it, subscribe to my page, because that's how it's not only going to continue helping you, but the people you know and love. I love you all. You know the drill. Be boundless.